Hey there, Leo. I hope you guys are doing really well. I want to go ahead and get into your reading for the month of August 2021, the beginning of August. And if you find this reading at a certain point throughout the year or next year and it resonates with you, then the message is for you, okay? Time is fluid. So, starting this reading out, you have the High Priestess, King of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. This is past energy. Present energy, you have the Five of Cups in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles, you've got the Ace of Wands. Moving forward into your future energy with this situation, you have the Death card, Queen of Wands, Justice. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. So what I'm picking up here, Leo, is that there may have been a situation in the past where somebody, likely you, was going through a pretty tumultuous time, perhaps something that kept them away from others, kept them unable to proceed in regard to giving to others in relationships. I feel here that in the past, it's like we had an opportunity to give to a Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. It doesn't have to be that. It's just somebody who's very loving, who loves us, perhaps. But we have this opportunity to give, yet our back is turned to it. It's like we want to give, but our back is turned to that opportunity for whatever reasons that are hidden, that are not able to be spoken of. I feel like you guys, some of you, whoever this reading is for, I feel has come through a very tumultuous time in their experience. It may have been a divorce. It may have been something where this person was just not available to be in a connection. And so perhaps that has kind of put a stopper on things. That's what it feels like here, you know, and then moving into this present energy, it's like we regain ourselves. We let go of a lot of the regret, a lot of the sadness and frustration that we've had, maybe due to releasing this person or not taking the opportunity seriously or taking advantage of the opportunity. I feel like it's not just a matter of not taking the opportunity or not even taking it seriously. I feel like it's more like you were blocked in a way, like something was blocking you in a way. I'm not picking up a ton of like spiritual, emotional, you know, with the High Priestess here. I'm picking up more like things being hidden. So we'll look into that for sure. But now it's like in this present energy, we're wanting to put our effort into this wholeheartedly here after a time and period of problematic experience. And in the future energy, there's a pretty big transformation here when it comes to moving forward. And then you have the Queen of Wands, King of Wands. So there's a couple here. This may have also been a situation in the past where perhaps you or somebody like this was having to give to a Queen of Cups, and even though their back was turned to the situation. So it's like sometimes that can happen in marriages, and you know, if a marriage is on the rocks or a marriage is, you know, no longer happy, yet we're still financially looped into it. That can also be a situation of that nature too. But here it's like something transpires, transmutes, and then we move into the Queen of Wands and the Justice card. So I'm going to go ahead and clarify this just so we can get a little bit more of a reading here. I just wanted to do that just so you kind of get a little overview of things, so you're not wasting your time if this situation doesn't feel like it's yours. Along the way, though, many or none, no messages may apply to you, so take it as it is, okay? These are general readings. They're not going to resonate with every single person. Show me the High Priestess here for Leo. Yeah, so you have the Death card popping out here, Leo. Focus, thank you. Yeah, so a situation that needs to end or needed to end in the past, perhaps was in the process of ending, but still causing things to not move forward. I feel like there's been a lot of shift after that. I feel like somebody's refreshed, to be honest. Show me the King of Wands here. Yeah, so you have the Devil coming out in reverse. So if they were in a if you or somebody here was in a toxic connection, problematic situation, but you didn't feel like you were able to get out of it, and you kind of had to keep your feelings quiet, or like you still had to give to somebody or somebody gave to somebody, it's almost as if like the connections were there, blocking things. Here with the Death card and the Devil, though, it's telling me that this is a release of energy. We have the opportunity to finally get up and go and move forward towards something. You know, so it feels at least like somebody was acting accordingly. They weren't trying to like cheat or something. It doesn't feel like a cheating situation. It feels like somebody that's like waited something out to move forward towards the next better thing. Show me the Ace of Pentacles here. So you have the Nine of Wands coming out here. The King of Swords, yeah. So, oh, and then the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, okay. So if this is a situation in the past where somebody had to give to somebody else or had to remain present in a relationship for a period of time until it was over, they did that. They did it diligently. They did it right here with the King of Swords. Like they applied themselves to how things are supposed to end. It feels like this is an ending, to be quite honest with you guys. And it's like having to be involved in something that you really don't want to be involved in, but still going through it to do it, you know. And here it's like this Nine of Swords is the mental frustration about it too. I feel like there was the heavy energy for somebody in the past here. And it's just like them doing right by the situation, which is good. Show me the Queen of Cups. You have the Five of Cups coming through here, Five of Cups in release over here. So whether this is you or somebody, this situation was very difficult to be part of here. There's a lot of regret, aftermath situation, aftermath energy. Perhaps there was just a divorce and somebody is just not feeling good after a situation, which is obvious if there's been a divorce. May have affected a home situation here with the Four of Wands. Relationship, marriage, foundation. It feels like this has ended though. And I feel like it's come full circle here for somebody, Leo. I feel here with the Five of Cups in reverse, this is telling me that there is an opportunity being presented here. We're now picking up these two cups, or at least giving ourselves the opportunity to experience more. I feel like something better is on the horizon. Show me this Five of Cups in reverse here for Leo. So you have the Page of Wands coming out in reverse here. Page of Wands is an interesting energy too. I will say, okay, Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This can talk about somebody who it's like they want to engage in things, but they need more. They need more they need more dedication to something, or they need more communication. This also may be feeling like you don't even have the information to move forward with anything, starting from ground zero type energy here. A lack of communication, perhaps, with somebody that you may want to be involved with here with the Queen of Wands. This is all highlighted by the need to communicate here, Leo. So maybe this is just talking about a lack of communication thus far, but it also comes from a period of emotional frustration. I heard emotionally subdued. So, okay, so for some of you, this was somebody that was emotionally subdued for a long time, and perhaps they weren't able to connect because they were subdued in some past energy here. I feel like communication will pick up though here with this Eight of Wands and the Page of Wands in reverse here. Show me the Eight of Pentacles here for Leo. You have the Two of Swords coming out in reverse here, Leo. Bottom of the deck, you have the Tower. So this is telling me that this energy opens up by surprise very quickly. Again, just what I said about opening up lines of communication here. I feel like that's going to be something that is taken very seriously, very, very attentive energy here to work on something, to connect, to rebuild, to stabilize something, dedication towards a situation that perhaps they weren't allowed to experience in the past, or you were not allowed to experience in the past. And this doesn't just have to be a love situation. This can be, work, career. This can be a new path in life, direction that you wanted to go, a creative endeavor that you may not have been able to give your attention to because of previous commitments. Show me the Ace of Wands here. You have the High Priestess here. So she's at the beginning of this reading and now she's here. So communication about things that we weren't able to be opened up about in the past, new directions, new pathways in regard to this, choosing a new direction. This may be somebody who's also had a lot of spiritual growth come out of this experience, not being able to communicate or receive what they want or even go after what they want. I feel like, again, there's been a big blockage here. And now that there's an opportunity to be free, we have this experience to be had, and it leads to something that's far more spiritually aligned, far more emotionally balanced, it feels. Also, Pisces energy here as well. Pisces, Virgo energy. Show me the Death card moving forward into the future energy. Show me about this transformation here for Leo. You have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is presented here. She's over here too. I feel like this may have been an ending here and a transformation from this Queen of Cups energy, but also it leads to something far more loving, far more connected, far more nurturing here, far more vibrant and loving experience, an experience to rival experiences. Emotional contentment is also coming through here. Show me the Queen of Wands for Leo. So you have the Two of Wands coming out in reverse. This tells me, Leo, that this decision to be with this, and we have the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this is something where it's like we have finally decided. I feel like somebody's meeting their match, or like somebody's connecting with somebody who is definitely right for them. And there's been a process and lead up to get here. But now that we're here, it's like, oh, thank God, it feels good. So the direction and the decision is to be with the Queen of Wands here. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Fire on fire is great, to be honest with you guys. If possible, yeah, stabilizing a foundation, creating something, taking something to the next level, and also a period of happiness and celebration towards this experience. But it's a definite choice here that's been made. Opening up lines of communication, definite choices being made. Show me the Justice card here. It's like doing everything because it's fair, doing what's right. Give me 1 second. It's falling on the floor. Yeah. So you have the Eight of Wands coming out with the Judgment card. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you have the King of Pentacles. So really focusing on a lot of stability that's presented here. Focusing on dedication, moving things forward. This is the choice taken. This is the direction taken. This isn't by, chance. This is very, very, I feel like structured and intentional here. So somebody who knows who they want to be with, somebody who's very eager to be with somebody after an experience for them. So I'm going to go ahead and get some cards out here just as some clarifiers, and we will see these little ones. I use these little ones. Show me the High Priestess and death in the past. What is this about? Yeah, you have the Ten of Pentacles coming out here for that, Leo. This is an ending to a situation. It could have been a relationship that was a long-standing relationship, 5, 10 years. situation where money was involved with a person, where we had to give out money, or perhaps child support or something of that nature. There's some sort of like giving, but the connection was toxic. It was over. It's run its course. Show me the King of Wands and the Devil in reverse. You have the Three of Cups coming out in reverse here with Justice at the bottom of the deck. So a lack of communication, a lack of connectedness in this past energy here. Doing things that are fair, doing things that are correct here. Perhaps there's been an element of divorce in this. This feels kind of like a divorce energy, or somebody needing to remove themselves from something that was like binded. And like having to stay in it, but like exhausted by staying in it. I feel like a lot of communication may have been off as well. Harsh communication. Show me this Ace of Pentacles with the Nine of Wands and the King of Swords. You have the Page of Cups, Seven of Swords, sorry. Page of Cups, Seven of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. So, you know, situations could have been involving a child. I'm not picking that up gigantically, but there may have been a child involved here. Perhaps that's why money has been given, or at least some sort of foundational stability has been given here. The situation, though, is one that is not healthy. You have the Death card, the Devil in reverse, and the Seven of Swords with the Five of Cups here. There's a lot of sorrow and sadness in this past situation, and it may have dealt with somebody who was very negatively charged. I feel like a lot of verbal abuse or mental, emotional abuse, somebody who's manipulative on those levels, it destabilized the connection, the foundation, the direction that the people were in. Very, very burdensome to continue to remain in. Show me this Queen of Cups. Yeah, so you have the Five of Cups coming out again. Five of Cups, Five of Cups. So there's a lot of regret staying in this situation with this person. Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Somebody who's very dutiful in the way that they address something, they take care of something, the way that they finalize something. This is kind of why I feel like, Leo, that this situation isn't involving some like asshole who, you know, is jumping from relationship to relationship. This is making me feel like this is somebody who, you know, ended a relationship because it wasn't healthy. Perhaps it was a marriage. There was a situation where it's like they don't... They pay attention to what is most important. They're not trying to run away from something. They're dealing with something in the right way, through the right channels, proper channels. It's something that is well thought out and well taken care of. The ending here was correct. It doesn't feel like there's a bunch of like cheating or anything. It just feels like there's a correct energy, and now we are moving towards something different. I feel like, I don't know if this person is also from the past. Maybe this is something going back to the past, but I don't feel like there's been indiscretion here. I just feel like there's opportunity. Show me the Five of Cups with the Page of Wands in reverse. Why is the Five of Cups in reverse, the Page of Wands in reverse? The Three of Wands coming out here. Situations, lovers, bottom of the deck, situations that we had a lot of hope for, that we were very patient with, that we engaged in for a long time, things coming back to us. It wasn't what we wanted. It wasn't what we needed. The communication was stunted and problematic here. And I feel like somebody is now giving themselves the opportunity to put energy out there towards what they do want. Again, I feel like there may be a reconnection here with somebody, yet I don't feel indiscretion. I don't feel like there's been cheating. I just feel like it's reconnecting with somebody that has the potential to become a equal party here. It's a better match. It's a far better match. Show me the Eight of Pentacles with the Two of Swords in reverse here for Leo. You have the Ace of Swords in reverse. Almost feel like that needs to be upright. I'm going to read it both ways. Where there's been a lack of connection or communication, we open up. I feel like this needs to be the other way around, though. I really do. Just feels like things get cut out, or things that perhaps weren't allowed to be cut out in the past, now they're moving ahead. A lot of direction, a lot of focus being presented here. New opportunities. I feel like expect communication, or expect to make communication towards somebody here. There's a new direction though overall. Show me the High Priestess with the Ace of, you have the Hermit here, with the Two of Swords. So a lack of communication in the past has caused people to kind of close off from a situation here. The Hermit, the High Priestess, these are inward energies. These are cards of being in that inner world, assessing, seeking, looking, making sure that you have what you need before you move forward, you know. And here with this Ace of Wands, it is moving forward, but doing so correctly. I do want to say too, I feel like I'm dealing with a good person here that plays by the rules. It's rare in tarot land, I tell you. But with this energy, the Hermit, I want to say when it comes to love relationships, because the Hermit isn't a gigantic love card, you know, for relationships, but I do want to say with the Hermit, there is an element here within romantic energy that it really indicates being somebody's friend first. Starting from the ground up, being slow and intentional about it, being very direct about your feelings and being honest, but also going at it slowly, being genuine, being slow about it. So I like that. I feel like I have a lot of respect for whoever this is, and I appreciate their approach just because it tells me that they're more mature, or even if they're not older, you know, in 50s, 60s, they're more mature, you know, in the way that they handle things and go approach things. And communication feels like it's the way to go here for them. Show me the Death card and the Queen of Cups here for Leo. So you have the Four of Swords coming out in reverse here, Leo, for the Death card, and the Queen of Cups. Nine of Wands coming out here too. This energy here, this was a holdup. This person, Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, it could have been that. It could have been somebody, you know, whatever. But I feel like this was the holdup. I feel like with the Four of Swords in reverse, we have an opportunity to now move forward. There's been enough time. We've had enough hermit mode away from a situation that we wanted to pursue. It's like we have the opportunity to pursue it. But before, it's like they had to guard themselves here with the Nine of Wands. It's somebody that had to remove themselves, take themselves off the table for a little while because it wouldn't have been fair. Again, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. At least this person feels honest. Okay. Queen of Wands upright with the Two of Wands in reverse here. You have Illumination coming out. The Illumination card in this deck is unique. It's the only deck that has the Illumination card. It's basically situations, information, whatever it is that you need to have light shown on, things that are murky, things that are unclear. This gives you that elevation. It gives you that experience to look through things through a clear lens. It gives you a new understanding about something. You know, so connecting with this person, maybe this, I'm kind of feeling like this may be somebody from your past, like this may be, or it could be somebody that you're very, very intrigued by, but it's like you have the opportunity to pursue this, and it's like, well, do they want this with me? Do they want this with me? I feel that they do. I feel that they do. Here you have options here at the bottom of the deck, but I feel like this situation, this person wants to connect, or at least wants to communicate. There's an equal give and take here versus what I was feeling over here. Show me the Justice card with the Eight of Wands and the Judgment. You have the Knight of Cups coming out here with the Queen of Wands. So yeah, this is giving towards an energy here. Queen of Wands, Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. It doesn't have to be. The Knight of Cups is somebody who's very emotionally engaging. They want to connect and communicate. It's fairness. I feel like this is a really nice win after something heavy. especially if if this is you and you've been on their heart, this person's done what they can to release themselves from a very heavy bond, and they're connecting again. I don't feel bad for this. I feel pretty good. So show me energy for this reading for Leo. You have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. I feel like that's more in regard to the past energy, retreating from the past, retreating from a past marriage. Show me more for Leo. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Most definitely. And seeking out your needs, getting your needs met versus whatever this was. Show me more for Leo, please. Let go of control issues. I feel like somebody here was emotionally controlling or manipulative. That's what I feel. I'm going to pull one more here, moving towards the future. Can you show me the energy between Leo and this Queen of Wands? You have attraction, connection here. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully here. So there's a lot of connection here and attraction. Stay optimistic about your love life, positive things, and faith will bring you romance. Show me the connection in the past. Self-worth is coming out in reverse here. And anxious attachment is coming out in reverse. Fear of being alone, clinging. This is this Queen of Cups energy in reverse. Pregnancy is also here. There may have been a child involved here. Who knows? But this has affected somebody's self-worth being involved in this. But I feel that they still have the tenacity to move forward towards what they want here. Oops. Fear of the unknown. I feel like this is the energy that's coming through here with this illumination card. Not knowing not knowing if this situation is still able to be accessed, still an opportunity to be presented here. Guilt at the bottom of the deck. Someone is feeling remorse. I feel like this person and you, or you and this person, have known each other, but there may have been like a distancing or something happening where you couldn't experience one another because one party was in a relationship. And I feel like that's freed up now, and somebody is asking, they're making their move. So let me get one of these cards. Show me here for Leo. Listen with your heart. You are listening but need to hear with a loving heart. Whoever this is needs to hear with a loving heart, open themselves up, and also hear, listen with an open, loving heart. I feel like this needs to be in connection with trust your heart, trust what you're feeling. If you feel drawn to this person, or somebody is feeling drawn to you, this is where it is. Now, first, for you guys, I don't feel this is a situation where there's been problems and hate and anger and frustration. I feel like this is an easygoing situation where perhaps this person and you did not connect. Maybe you connected in the past, but nothing came of it. And now it's like a rebirth of energy. So is there advice here for Leo? Can you give me advice for Leo, please? It's on the floor. Yeah. You have death and the Six of Cups. So in a way, releasing things from the past to re-engage with something from the past. That's what I'm feeling here. Tower at the bottom of the deck, something coming through very quickly. The Tower doesn't always have to be negative or bad information. It can also talk about a new opportunity that just arises out of the blue. So this is what I have for you guys, Leo. I know it's not for everybody, but if it makes sense for you, then great, because this feels like a really nice person. It feels like an opportunity that has the potential for something really good and stable and loving and sexy. So, yeah, I hope that this is helpful for you guys. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe if it was. And if you want to donate to my channel, it really literally does help me. I'm in a unique situation. So, yeah, I am also taking personal readings. If you want to connect with me about that, feel free to at thealtruisticmystic@gmail.com, and I can get back to you. I will get back to you sooner than later. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Good luck with everything. Whoever this is for, it seems really nice. So take care, guys. Bye-bye.